Hello, welcome to Wellbeing at Work. 8 ways to combat corporate burnout and succeed. Have you ever noticed how you feel while you're working? Are you tense? Are you relaxed? Do you allow yourself to fully breathe? Do you experience pressure, a silent pressure to succeed, even a sense of urgency, a false sense of urgency, constant feeling of stress? Do you feel fulfilled at work? These are important questions because it's been found that 89% of people feel burned out from work. 77% are currently experiencing burnout, and an alarming 21% say that their organization has no resources to counteract burnout. And the truth is, corporations are really struggling, including the C-suite, with managing their employees and improving their overall well-being at work for success and productivity. The 9 to 5 work week started in the 1800s after the Civil War, and it was created by American labor unions. And it was said that this work week was long hours, intense and fast paced, but they needed to have a reason to live. And does this model really serve us today to work 9 to 5, 5 days a week? What's really needed are flexible work time arrangements where people actually have time to take care of their family, their daily needs, make meals without feeling completely stressed out and that they have to rush from one thing to another. So if you think about just somebody who's an average family who probably works at a corporation, having to get up early, make those meals for the whole family, that first meal, get them off to school, get ready themselves, go to work. Maybe there's a commute, starting at 9, coming back at 5, then making dinner. I mean, it's really one rush to the next thing and the next thing. Maybe the kids have after school activities that the parents also have to coordinate. So after coming back from work, having to prepare again another meal, clean the dishes and get ready for bed and do it all over again isn't really accessible for a lot of people in order to feel truly rested and balanced. So creating better work arrangements where people actually can get their daily needs met, be able to pay bills and take care of household things if the roof needs fixing. So having flexible work arrangements like remote working, being able to choose the hours that you work, really knocking down what those deliverables are so that your work is based on your productivity and not the number of hours that you're just putting in at the office. In many cases, people are putting in face time. So it's not even real work time that they're putting in. The second thing that people really need at work to feel well is they need to feel connection. They need to feel connected and feel like they belong at the workplace. And that happens when they also feel that they can be authentically themselves. So creating an environment where they're connected to the work that they're doing, they're invested, also where there's a sense of purpose. If a company has a mission that people are aligned to, that's actually adding value to humanity, to the planet, that's creating a positive impact, and people feel aligned to the mission. It's not just about their work. They're much more likely to work harder and produce more because they're motivated intrinsically to do the work. The fourth thing that's critical is a place where it's safe to freely express yourself. So often employees aren't really sharing what they need, where they could see improvements out of fear of repercussion. Creating those surveys, asking questions, and inviting people to even bring up negative issues or criticisms or things that could constructively need improvement is essential to creating a workplace where someone can really feel free to just be themselves. So, having safety and trust for a platform of expression, this also connects to DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. The more diverse your workforce is, oftentimes you have more perspectives. You grow the consciousness of the corporation by having people from different experiences, backgrounds, ethnicities, and cultures come in to solve those big problems, to innovate, to come up with new ideas and creatively think out of the box. And DEI and wellness really go hand in hand, but it has to be more than just teaching people not to be discriminatory. It can't just be performative wellness, performative DEI, which is what we see today. It's like band-aid solutions to systemic issues that need to be addressed in a corporation. So letting go of the political correctness, having real conversations, having that diversity all the way from the inside out, including the management team, those types of initiatives are essential to cultivating a true culture that's inclusive and equitable and diverse, because it's about allowing everybody to come to the table and feel like they're making a real contribution and impact. Also, even just a positive workspace environment, wherever you are. Notice how you feel when you walk into your workspace. Do you feel heavy? Are you inspired to work? Is it a clear space where you can focus and feel your best? So often we have workspaces that have that what is the fluorescent lighting, right? That just zaps your energy, or a lot of clutter and a space that just doesn't feel conducive to be relaxed, to be at home within yourself. And that making these changes where there's better flow and a more relaxing and calm environment can actually create better results for people. And also incentives for people to participate in wellness programs. A lot of corporations, because they're struggling with the wellness aspect, they are doing things like giving their employees access to a meditation app. And just giving access to a meditation app isn't enough. You have to provide incentives. You've got to create connection. You have to have community, and you need strong leadership to keep those activities in motion. And it's not just about them trying a meditation app for a week or maybe even a month, but about the long-term success and health that you're nurturing for the people that you're working with. And lastly, to cultivate healthy leadership, making sure that the people in positions of leadership are not abusive. They're not toxic. They've got a balanced mindset of masculine and feminine energy. They're able to tune in to the needs and the vibe of their team. And they also have coaching tools. It's not about being a mental health therapist for the people that you're working with. It's about knowing how to coach people to be their best. How can you intrinsically motivate people? Well, it's about tuning into their strengths. asking them what they want, letting them participate in their workload versus just telling them what to do. So we're just going to cruise through now 7 practical ways. Some of these are science-backed ways to increase wellness at work. And they're things that you already know, but can't afford to hear again. 1, when you're working, breathe. Use this as an opportunity to meditate, just breathing while you're sitting at the computer, noticing when you start to feel kind of slouched, when you start to lose energy, to take that deep breath and reset. And the way you can do that is breathe in through the back of your heart and exhale out through the front of your heart. 2, move your body. Too often we're sitting for long periods of time in front of our computer without even knowing that, wow, 3 hours have gone by and I've just been sitting the entire time. So making that effort to stretch, move your body, even a little bit of self-massage, self-touch, just tapping on your head to kind of wake up your brain cells is a great way to keep your energy balanced and to take breaks. So think about how your energy ebbs and flows throughout the day. We know about circadian rhythm of our body and how we start to get tired around 2 o'clock, from 2 to 4. So think about keeping your energy balanced. So more than just getting the task done, what can you do to keep your energy balanced? And then noticing how that affects the work that you do. When you allow yourself to nourish, to reset, to replenish, how does that affect your creativity? How is it affecting the way you communicate? And just how you feel when you leave work. It's so obvious, but just staying hydrated, drinking water, and eating well, because our diet is really going to affect the way we feel. And oftentimes we can feel depleted and tired when we're not hydrated. So just remembering the electrolytes, always keeping good water and good food around you, and refraining from reaching out to that fast food that's often available at companies. And 5, advocate for your needs. If you really need to take a day, a mental health day, for example, if you need time to take care of something, maybe it's a doctor's appointment or anything, to be willing to speak up and advocate for what you really need in order to perform at your best. And then 6, prioritize your goals. One of the biggest stressors that people face is the compression of time, feeling that they don't have enough time and enough energy in their lives. So the way you can combat this is to every day prioritize your goals and think about one thing that you'd like to accomplish. So often people make a really big to-do list and it's just too cumbersome and it creates a lot of confusion and lack of clarity. If you were to just have a number one goal every day and focused on that goal along with your other to-do list, then that will help you feel like you have more command over your time and your attention. You know where to focus. And 7, envision, take time to envision and intend work-life balance for you. Start to think about what that would mean for you. Thank you so much. May we all have wellness at work, feel fulfilled, connected, free to be ourselves, connected to a greater sense of purpose. Because corporations are just groups of people. And when you have a group of people that are focused on a positive vision, you can raise the energy of the collective. It's possible. And that's where it really starts, is the energy, the core of the organization that starts with the leaders and having leadership buy-in for wellness at work. Thank you so much for taking a listen. Let's prepare for meditation. Welcome to your guided meditation for workplace well-being. Take this time to find your most comfortable seated position where your feet are firmly planted on the floor. Your upper body is nice and relaxed with your shoulders rolling down your back. Feel your neck at ease in the back and in the front, and your head gently moving up towards the sky with your spine nice and straight. Your hands can be resting on your lap, clasp, or just resting with the palms facing upward. And if you like, you can close your eyes or keep them gently open with a soft gaze. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale, let it go. When you feel yourself depleted, tense, or stressed out, the way to begin reversing this process is to become aware of your breath and your body. So that hack is to begin to shift your attention to your physiology, your body, your breath. One of the simplest ways to connect to your body is to gently scan your physical body. And you can do this by starting at your feet and scanning the bottoms of your feet, the tops of your feet, your heels, and your toes. So simply bringing your attention to your feet. Notice the contact to the floor, in your sock or your shoe. You can even wiggle your toes. You don't have to be perfectly still and rigid. You can move. It's okay to move. And then gently moving to your ankles, your lower legs, the knees, upper legs. All you have to focus on is your body, the hips, the lower back, mid back, and core of your body. Take a nice breath into your core as you flow your awareness to your shoulders, your upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, and hands. Just take a moment to become aware in between the fingers, the nail beds, the palms of your hands. And move up to the throat, the neck, jaw, and skull. In between the eyebrows, behind your eyes, the back of your tongue, your teeth, and your nose. Relax your eyes and your brain. Become aware of your spine, the bones of your body, and the gentle movement your body makes as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Three themes we'll focus on today is purpose, focus, and balance. Gently move your attention to your heart space and connect here in the heart, the seat of compassion. Compassion has been shown to activate the vagus nerve, which allows us to engage in the relaxation response. So anytime you start to feel stressed, connect to your body, your breath, and your heart. Because as soon as you begin to send kindness to yourself, you begin to relax and calm down. Your body feels safe to come back to homeostasis, where it can rest and digest. And in the heart space, take a moment to breathe in and to contemplate your purpose at work. What is your intrinsic motivation to do well, to achieve excellence, have integrity in your work? What is your main purpose at work? And see if you can take that purpose and put it into an I am statement in the present tense so that you already own that quality, so that you're already living your purpose now. And just repeat that now in your heart space 3 times slowly and softly so that you feel it in your body, your breath. Notice what it's like to embody your purpose at work, to know how you're contributing and making an impact in your team, in the organization, and in the world. Secondly, let's bring our attention to focus. What is your primary focus? Your priority, utmost priority at work? What is most important to put your energy and focus into at work? And if you find yourself being mental, just drop it down to the breath and the heart. You don't need to know the answer now. The questions invite the response with time. So let's breathe here. The focus, the priority at work. Breathing in and breathing out. Take a moment to see yourself focused, on point, on the mark at work, where it's a joy and a privilege to do the work that you're doing. And lastly, take a moment to meditate on balance. You could call it work-life balance. What does that mean to you to have balance? What would that look like for you? to have more balance in your life now. Notice what comes up effortlessly without thinking. Where in your life do you need more balance, more time? And we'll close with the intention of having balance within ourselves so that we can give the best of ourselves. Notice what that would feel like in your body and in your life to have the level of balance that would feel good to you. We'll take a breath. May we all have purpose. May we all have focus. And may we all have true balance. May we have fulfillment and well-being, presence in the work we do. Thank you. Namaste.